Okay, hi all. This is Mr. Amadi Anthony. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. To suit whichever time you'll be going through this material. And this course is COM 317 for BAM students, and the content we're looking at today is working with files and folders. Working with files and folders. So in our today's class, we'll be discussing what are files and folders, how Windows organizes files and folders, understanding the parts of a folder. Okay, I will adjust that to be understanding parts of the file window or the file explorer window. Okay, then viewing your files in a folder, finding your files, copying and moving files and folders, creating and deleting files, opening an existing folder. Okay, let's start with the first one. What are files? A file is a unit of information stored on a computer with a file name. It can it can contain text, images, sounds, videos, drawings. Every picture you take with a digital camera, for example, is a separate file. And a music CD might contain dozens of files. Okay, contain a dozen individual song files. Okay, every song on a CD is a file. All right. So we said it is a unit of information stored on a computer with a file name. That means that a file usually has a name, and that name given to a file to identify the file uniquely among other files is what we call a file name. Okay, and we said that a file can contain text, it can contain images, sounds, video, it can contain anything. All right, let's move to the next one. File icons are pictorial representation of a file. File icons, where I have Molly Clark, where I have text documents, and the other file there. Those things are icons. Okay, by looking at a file icon, you can tell at a glance what kind of file it is. Okay, we have some common examples here. And Molly Clark is contacts, and the text document there is a text document. Maybe a document created in text text editor or any other editor like that. Then we have the antelope picture there and file there. It's a picture. All right. Let's move down. You can tell what kind of file an icon represents by its appearance. So when you see an icon, okay, you can easily say this particular file is a text document, is a spreadsheet, is a contact file, and so on. Okay, what are folders? A folder is a digital container in which you can store and organize files. A digital container where you can organize files or where you can store files. Arranging files into logical groups makes it easy to locate any particular file. A folder on a computer network, a folder of your computer work, okay, sorry, exactly the same way an office flat file could be used to keep related documents together. A folder on your computer works exactly the same way an office flat file could be used to keep related documents together. Okay, a typical folder icon looks like this. We see something like the yellow folder there, like an open folder. Okay, personal files, and then we have invoices there. Those yellow folders, they are icons of folder. All right, one shows an empty folder, the other one shows a folder that contains some files. An empty folder left, a folder containing files right. Is that okay? All right, a folder is designed to hold other folders as well. A folder within a folder is usually called a subfolder, and that means that it's possible that a folder can still hold another folder and files. So if a folder is contained in a folder, it's called a subfolder. You can create any number of folders, and each can hold any number of files and additional subfolders. Is that all right? I think it's not difficult. Okay, so um, I can conclude by saying that we said a file is a unit of information you store on a computer, and usually it has names. A file can contain anything: music, you know, documents, spreadsheets, picture, contacts, and so on. Then a folder is like a digital container where you can organize those files, for easy retrieval. Okay, having said that, we move to the next thing: how Windows organizes your files and folders. When you come to getting organized, you don't need to start from scratch. When you want to organize your files, you don't need to start from scratch. Windows comes with a handful of common folders that can be used as anchors to begin organizing your files. Here is a list of some of the most common folders you can store your files and folders in. Okay, the first one there is documents, followed by pictures, music, videos, and downloads. Okay, and let's get to the first one: documents. Documents, the Windows uses documents to store your word processing files. Okay, then your pictures are stored in picture folder, and music, your digital music are stored in the music folder. Their videos, your clips, and so on, they are stored in the video folder. Then we have downloads. When you download anything online, uh, the file downloaded is being stored in the download folder. All right, we move to the next one. There are many ways to find these folders. The easiest method is to open the personal folder, which gathers all your common folders in one place. Okay, The personal folder isn't actually called personal. It's labeled with username that you use to log on to the computer. Okay. To open it, you click the start button and then click your username at the top of the start menu's right pane. Okay. Then an illustration is given there. We have the music, pictures, documents, Molly Clark, you know. When you look at up there on top of Molly Clark, there is one icon you are seeing there. Okay, that may be for a particular user. So when you click there, it opens all those files. Okay, that may be a username for the person that logged in, or the user icon for the person that logged in. So once you log in, it displays your folders. Okay, you can open common folders from the start menu. You can open common folders from the start menu. Okay, usually at times when you click on start, the start button, then you can still from there get access to some common folders. You can also find the documents, pictures, and music folders in the start menu. Start menu. You know where the start menu is? The start menu usually on a computer is at the bottom left. Okay, that's where you find it. So when you click on it, it can display those folders mentioned. Remember that you can create subfolders inside any of these folders to help you um, better organize your files. In the pictures folder, for example, you might create subfolders to organize pictures by dates, by events, by the names of people in the pictures, or by any other scheme that helps you work more efficiently. And let's look at it from the point that you are a photographer and you've been able to, snap a lot of pictures, and retrieving them at times becomes a problem. So you can create folders like birthday pictures, wedding pictures, you know, give them different titles, and then you store the files there. If somebody comes that, okay, I'm looking for my birthday picture, you'll be able to have access to it. Hi everyone, I am Amadi Anthony, still on discussing files and folders. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to suit whichever time you are going through this material. The topic today is File Explorer. Okay, File Explorer is a file manager in Windows-based systems that enables users to manage files and folders. The File Explorer can perform a lot of functions, which includes, excuse me, okay, the File Explorer can perform a lot of functions, which includes creating folder, renaming folders, copying folders, moving folders, deleting folders, compressing folders, decompressing folders, and a lot of other things. Okay, it's actually a program that helps a computer user to work with files and folders. All right, understanding the parts of File Explorer. Understanding the parts of File Explorer. Below here is a picture of File Explorer window, okay, with different parts which we are going to discuss. We'll come to that later. So let's go back there. When you perform an open folder operation in Windows, the File Explorer opens the folder. In addition to showing the contents of the folder, a variety of paths that are designed to help you navigate around Windows or work with files and folders are displayed. Here we have number 1 by the left hand side called the navigation pane. If I zoom it a bit, you're going to see documents, pictures, videos, recently changed, and searches. This part where you have favorite links, down there is where we call the navigation pane. Okay, number 2 is the forward and backwards button. Okay, that's number 2 there. The forward and backward button. We have one arrow pointing to the left and the other one to the right. Then the third one there is the toolbar. The toolbar contains menu options like file, edit, view, tools, help. That's what we refer to as the toolbar. We have the next one as the address bar. All right, that's number 4. Here we have address bar where we have documents. Number 4, where we have documents, that is where we call the address bar. All right, then we have number 5 there, the headings. Okay, number 5, the headings here points to where we have name, date modified, type. That's the heading. Tells you different column headings where the files are listed. Okay, the number 6 there is the file list. Okay, the file list is number 6, where we have notes, invoices, receipts, travel, and trip. Those files there, that's the portion we call the file list. All right, and we come down to the search box. That's number 7. Number 7 is the search box. Okay, up there we have search. That place we have that bar where we have, with the box where we have search, is the search box. If you need to search anything, you just go there, you type it and send it with the enter key, and it's searched for. Okay, the next one there is details pane. Details pane, number 8 down. Okay, when you watch the file list, you will observe that invoices is selected. Then when you come to the details pane, you will observe that it gives you details of that particular invoices file that is selected. 1 is telling you it's a text document, and 2 is telling you the dates it was modified, the date it was created, the size of the file, all that. Okay, all right. Having said that, if you need to get details about all these things I've talked about, you you have the address bar there. We have parts of file explorer window. Address bar there, you read the content there. It will give you more details about all I've been talking about. Okay, so we are going to stop here for now, and then we'll continue from here in our next video. Thanks. Hi everyone, this is Amadi Anthony, still discussing files and folders. In this very class, we'll be looking at viewing your files in a folder. Viewing your files in a folder. Okay, when you open a folder and see your files, you might prefer larger or smaller icons, or an arrangement that lets you see different kinds of information about each file. To make these kinds of changes, use the Views button in the toolbar. Okay, and down here you will see different options. We have tiles, we have details, we have list, we have small icons, medium icons, large icons. It depends on the type of view you want to have about the files and the folders. If you need larger icons, then you can select large icons. You need smaller ones, you can select medium icons. You need very small ones. Maybe a screen will be able to contain so many of your files, then you go for small icons. All right. Each time you click the View button, the folder window changes the way it displays your files and folder icons, alternating between large icons, a small icon view called tiles, and a view called details that shows several columns of information about the file. If you click the arrow next to the Views button, okay, you have even more choices. Drag the slider up or down to fine-tune the size of the file and folder icons. You can see the icons change size as you move the slider. Okay, then the next thing we want to look at is finding files, finding your files. Okay, the search box is used to find files. It does not matter where the file is saved in your system, provided you know the file name. So here is the search box. You just need to click inside and then type the name of the file you want to search for, and then you click search. When you do that, the system is going to filter the files in your system to bring out files that match that particular search word you have entered. Okay, the search box is located at the top of every file explorer window. To find a file, open the folder that contains the file you are looking for. Click the search box and start typing. The search box filters the current view based on the text that you type. Files are displayed as search results if your search term matches the file's name tags. The file's name, okay, tags or other file properties. Text and documents are displayed in the search term. I will check that again. Text documents are displayed if the search term occurs in any of the text inside the document. Your search looks in the current folder as well as all subfolders. Okay, if you have no idea where to look for a file, you can expand your search to include the entire computer, not just a single folder. Okay, then let's move to the next one: copying and moving files and folders. Occasionally you might want to change where files are stored on your computer. You might want to move files to a different folder, for example, or copy them to removable media like CDs or memory cards to share with another person. Most people copy and move files using a method called drag and drop, whereby you click on the file and then drag it to the new location. Start by opening the folder that contains the file or folder you want to move. Then open the folder where you want to move it to. Position the folder windows on the desktop so you can see the contents of both of them. Next, you drag the file or folder from the first folder to the second folder. That's all. There is no much to this. So if you are copying or moving a file, this procedure is simple. We said the first one is you start by opening the folder that contains the file you want to move. Then you open the folder where you want to move it to. You can now drag the file and put in the folder you are moving it to. That's all. Alright. And we'll move to the next one: creating and deleting files. The most important way to create new files is by using a program. For example, you can create a text document in a word processing program or a movie file in a video editing program. Some programs create a file when you open them. When you open WordPad, for example, it starts with a blank page. This represents an empty, unsaved file. You just start typing, and when you are ready to save your work, you click on File, Save As, and then type in the name, and then the work is saved. Okay, remember you have to click on Save. By default, most programs save files in common folders like Documents folder, Pictures folder, Music folder, which makes it easy to find the files again next time. For more information on creating new files, you can, click on that link where we have save a file. But for now, that is not necessary. Okay, when you no longer need a file, you can remove it from your computer's hard disk to save space and keep your computer from getting clustered with unwanted files. To delete a file, open the folder that contains the file, select the file and press delete. In the delete box, you need to confirm yes that you want to delete and it is gone. So you need to open where the file is, you need to select the file, you need to press delete, you need to confirm that you actually want to get rid of the file, and it is done. When you delete a file, it's temporarily stored in the recycle bin. Recycle bin is like another folder where deleted files are stored. Think of the recycle bin as a safety folder that allows you to recover files or folders that you deleted accidentally. Occasionally, you should empty the recycle bin to reclaim all the hard drive space being used by your unwanted files. Okay, that's for that. Then opening an existing file. If you want to open an existing file, it's simple. What you do is you double click on it. To open a file, double click it. The file will open in the window that you use to create or edit it. If it is a text file, for example, it will open in your word processing program. That's not always the case though. Double clicking a digital picture, for example, will usually open a picture viewer. Okay, to actually edit the picture, you need to use a different program. Right click the file, click open with, and then click the name of the program you want to use. All right, we are going to stop here for now. We'll continue from here next time.